What do you do when you got a buddy of yours that gives you a call and says, hey, I got a bottle for you, I want you to do a fresh cracker review of it. But before you can do that, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and warm up on an E.H. Taylor 4-grain. If you're like me, you say, hell yeah, let's do that today on the Whiskey Tank. Hi everyone, welcome to the Whiskey Tank. I'm Joe. If this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome. If you're back to watch another video, thanks for stopping back over and checking this one out, because I've got the Stagg 26B on the bar today, ready to crack into and enjoy. But before I get into that, my buddy Sam said I have to do my warm-up with this E.H. Taylor 4-grain. Threat me with a good time, will ya? Well, let's get that done. I'm gonna start calling my friend Sam, Stagg Sam, because every damn time he gives me a call, it seems like when my phone rings, he says, hey, I got the new Stagg for you. And that's what he's done these last few times. He got me the 26A that I reviewed and loved. What a step up from the stuff that they've been putting out. I haven't had a chance to try that 25D yet, but I've heard really good things about that. But I know that 26A was a mind blower. It was so good. It was cherry cola and all those good things that Stagg used to be, right back. So I've got big hopes for this 26B to kind of like to see if it comes back in that same line that that 26A did. But before I can get into opening this and doing a fresh crack review, I gotta go ahead and just do a quick review of this E.H. Taylor 4-grain. My buddy Sam picked this bottle up kind of to toast himself for his birthday. You know, he's getting old. I think he just turned 30. And he wanted to do it in style. So he got himself this bottle of E.H. Taylor 4-grain to crack on his birthday. I mean, just poor him, right? But he said, I'm really interested to see what your thoughts on this. I haven't tried this before. This will be my first time trying it. But to be fair, this bottle's been opened up for a while, so it's not a fresh crack review. If you know anything about the E.H. Taylor 4-grain, 4-grain means that there's 4 grains involved in the mash bill. You've got your regular one, corn. Everyone knows that, right? But then you've got rye in there, and you've also got malted barley. But the 4th grain that they throw in is wheat. So a lot of times with wheated bourbons, what I end up getting is a lot of red fruits. And it's also, and I don't know really how to describe it that well, but it's soft. There's a softness that comes to it, kind of like soft water, where you just know that it's soft. Like alkaline water, when you're drinking that, it's got that soft feeling in your palate. A lot of times wheated whiskeys do that same thing for me, but it does bring a lot of those red fruits to the game. So I'm wondering if this is gonna do that for this whiskey, or if it's just gonna be a gimmick. Now, when Sam and I were talking, I always said, well, if that 4-grain was so good, they would be making it all the time. It wouldn't be something that they're just kind of like putting out. It would be something that would be part of the regular lineup. But maybe they have other reasons. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that I've never tried this whiskey and I'm really anxious to get into it, so let's not talk about it. Let's sip it. So initially on the nose, I'm getting a lot of grape with this. This is like it's very similar to other E.H. Taylors that I've had. Now keep in mind too, this is bottled in bond. So it's 100 proof, aged at least 4 years, done in one single season by one single distillery. So it meets all those requirements of bottled in bond. Primarily corn in the mash bill to make it a bourbon. Nothing added to it except for water. Oh, this is just a beautiful nose though. I'm getting, there's I want to say strawberry, but I'm not sure if strawberry is the right fruit, but there's a real light fruit. So instead of like a grape, maybe it's like that Welch's white grape juice. My kids used to drink that when they were young. This might have like a little bit of that white grape juice smell to it, but very, very light nose. There's nothing bitter in this at all. I'm getting hardly any oak, if any at all, but I mean, just a beautiful soft nose on this. I mean, it really is something, but let's go ahead and get this on the palate. I wanted to not like this whiskey. I really didn't want to like this because I know it's going to be really hard for me to find, but damn. I mean, this is so far my experience on this is really good. There's something lighter about it. It's not like your normal grape that I get in Eagle Rares or some of the E.H. Taylor single barrels that I've gotten before, and there's no cherry in this at all. It's definitely got a little of that vanilla that comes in, but it's mainly like, it's like the best thing I can say is like a white grape with this. It's a very, very light, faint grape, but it's just in there enough that it kind of brings in a little sugar rush with it too. The downside with this though, and I'm just really noticing this right now, is the finish. There's like no finish there. As soon as you swallow, you get like a little shock, or at least I got like a little shock of the alcohol swallowing that, and there was a little bit of tannicness, a little bit of bitterness from the oak, I think. That was just very, very light and mild, but then it just goes away. There's like no remnants whatsoever of that whiskey in my mouth right now. Extremely light finish. This is a very soft and delicate whiskey. This isn't something that's gonna have you say, you know, oh wow, you know, that's staying with me, but it is really good while it's there. I'm gonna have another quick sip. That second sip was almost identical to the first sip. A little rush of sugar at the beginning of it, a little touch of caramel and vanilla in there, so like some bourbon notes, but the main expression that I'm getting is like a very light white grape. It's good. It really is. It's truly an enjoyable whiskey, but that finish is gone already. It does not stay with you very long. The thing I think that might help this out, and I know that they won't do it because they know that they do E.H. Taylor barrel proofs. I think maybe if this was like at 107 proof, kind of like a OWA, I think that this thing would really be a banger. I think that would add a little bit to that mouthfeel because it feels kind of light too. The mouthfeel is not very viscous on it, but it's definitely got some very, very interesting flavors. I just like to see them turn that dial up just a touch, and then I think you'd have really something magical. But overall, what a great opening, like palate cleansing, just get in the mood to hit a real swinger right here, something that's bringing the heat. I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink of water and start out fresh, but I'm gonna get some of this in this glass and we're gonna do a fresh crack review. Hey, let's do a tater twofer. I'm so excited to get into this bottle. Now, the thing to keep in mind with these bottles is Staggs are batches, right? So there's not like a single barrel, so you're not kind of like just wrapped into that one barrel's barrel proof and then you just kind of leave it there. What it is a combination of multiple barrels, say 1,000 barrels, right? And so they bring all those barrels together, combine them, and then whatever the ultimate end proof is, that's what the barrel proof is for that batch. So you're not kind of like locked into this is going to be a 127.2 because that's what the barrel is. So if you're doing a single barrel, you're locked into that. When you're doing a batch, you can control that a little bit. If you're thinking it's drinking way too hot, you can add some lower proof barrels to that batch and lower the overall barrel proof for that batch. And so it's kind of interesting that they went with a, what is this, a 125.2? That's the lowest one I've seen in a while. 26A here is 129.3, and so that's, I mean, it's 4 proof points. It's not a lot, but you know, it's getting there, and I'm interested to see what this brings to have that lower proof on it. All right, there ain't nothing to it but to do it, so let's get in it. Let me get this bottle open, and these things, these tabs sometimes hide me, and I have like no fingernails, so I'm gonna use a knife. I'm not screwing around. I've been hurt before. I know what's going on here. All right, let's get this open. And again, thanks, Sam. I appreciate you picking this bottle up, sharing it with me so I can bring this review to everybody. And let's hope for good things. Let's hear that cork pop, guys. Oh, come on. Seriously. We're starting out on a good foot already. They still got their natural cork. I like a synthetic cork, Buffalo Trace. Come on, bring it. But let's get some of this in this glass. Ooh, glorious color. That brings up a point too. I kind of wanted to point this out. Look at the color on this E.H. Taylor 4 grain versus this Stagg. Now, be it this is 25 proof higher, bottled at barrel proof, so nothing added to this, but this is like a very light hay color, where this is like you're getting into a very dark amber color. Let's roll this around the glass. And this is a fresh crack, so I'm just getting right into it. Let's look at that line. This is thick. Look at how it's got beads. I don't know if you guys can see that. but it's got beads. It's like a pearl necklace, right? So it's like a ring of pearls that's going around where they're just all sitting there as little pearls at the top, which means it's very, very thick because it's not even running yet. That viscosity on the whiskey is holding it together, keeping its surface tension all the way around. That means that this is going to be a very, very thick whiskey, which is what I love. Let me get this on the nose. This has got a great nose, just like the 26A. I mean, they're really heading in the right direction. I'm not getting a ton of ethanol in this. Now this is 125 proof, so it's gonna be a little bit lower. It shouldn't have that real punch in the nose. So with this, I'm getting a lot of that cherry in this too. I'm getting some light fruits. It could be grape maybe too that I'm getting, but it's definitely like a cherry or a grape, leaning more towards cherry. This makes me think that it's just a little bit lighter than what I remember the 26A being. The 26A I just remember just being really dark and rich, thick cherry. This has got definitely some fruitiness in it, but it seems lighter to me for some reason. But definitely a beautiful nose. I mean, this has just got fruit for days. It's definitely sugary sweet. And I mean, it's just it's got a good nose. But let me go ahead and get a little of this on the palate. This drinks so easy for 125 proofer. It's definitely got some nice fruitiness with it. It's definitely some sweet sugars that come along for the ride. It's got some oakiness in there too. It's definitely not over oaked. I get zero bitterness in this whatsoever. The finish kind of drops off a little bit for me. It doesn't have quite that same intense finish that I remember having with the 25A, where it just kind of went on and on and on. That was very similar to last year's Stagg GTS that I got too. That finish just went on for days. This one drops off a little bit, but again, this is a fresh crack. So overall, I really like this whiskey. I think the Stagg's definitely headed in the right direction with this. I think that they're going for, I think, more intensity on the flavor and getting some of those fruit notes that they're famous for, that I think some of the older batches of Stagg Junior was kind of known for. Now with this, it's borderline grape to cherry for me. It's leaning more towards that cherry than with that grape, and there is a little pickliness on there that I'll kind of link into maybe being like some cola. So that is kind of there for me, but it's more sugary and sweet than what than dark and fruity. All right, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. Now I do want to get some of the Stagg 26A in a glass and kind of compare that to it, since I've got this poured out anyways, and kind of see how they kind of marry up and how they meet up. All right, this is some 26A I got here. Oh, that nose is just... Yeah, the nose on A is just brings that turns that volume up into just a little bit more with that intensity on that fruit. I mean, this is cherry. Like, this is just cherry on cherry. Oh, and there's vanilla in there. This is like a vanilla cherry Coke is kind of what this smells like. Gosh dang, that's good. Oh man. All right, let me get a sip of this. Man, that 26A, it's got such a buttery, velvety mouthfeel on it. It's just so rich and thick with cherry. It's crazy to me. It's just got a couple more layers. Now, this 26B does have to kind of develop a little bit, and it will now that it's been opened up. It'll kind of like develop some more flavors, I'm sure. But it's there. It's on the same playing field. But for me, it's just the 26A. It's just delicious. I mean, it's just so good. I don't really get the difference in the proof. It's not like this is drinking overly proof to me, to where it's like bringing a bunch more punch, but it's just blended so well that it's just layers of flavor. I mean, it just really is good. I'm gonna go back in and get another sip of this 26B though, because that nose is just, it's just lighter than what this one is. I don't know what's causing that, but it's just got kind of like it's missing like maybe like a chocolatey note or something in there that maybe this one has. But let me go ahead and get this on the palate again. This one's really good too though. It's got a great mouthfeel too. I just think that this one's just got the extra layer of just like butteriness to it, the velvetyness. This one's got a great mouth coating. The finish kind of just drops off a little bit for me, but it does have those cherries and grapes in there. And I think, again, I think that it's more cherry than grape, but there is like a little hint of grape that it's bringing to the party too. It's really interesting, and it's got those lighter, brighter sugars. So if you find yourself liking more of that in this, you know, that type of flavor profile where you like the lighter, brighter fruits, I think that 26B is going to be really good for you. If you like more of those rich, dark, buttery notes, and that there's like a little hint of chocolate, like in this one too, that I'm getting now. And maybe it's just like that texture, like when milk chocolate melts in your mouth. That's kind of what I'm getting on this, that I really like, and the finish just seems a little bit longer in this. But either way, both of these are good indications that Stagg's going the right way with their flavor profile. They're kind of bringing back maybe some of those earlier Staggs that they had, where they had some of those notes in it, and just not pumping stuff out just to get it out there. That they're really kind of like wanting to make sure that they're putting out good products. And I couldn't be more happy with the way 2026 is shaping up for Stagg, and the fact that we get to enjoy this stuff. Now, these seem like they're becoming a little bit more available in my area. Are they available in your area? Are you able to find these bottles? And if you are able to find them, are people like just jacking that price up to try to make every nickel they can off you, or are they putting them out there for a reasonable price? What's your experience in your area? I'd love to hear about that. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the channel too, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and subscribe for me. It would really help me out a lot. It helps bring the numbers up, get videos out to more eyes, more people, have more people enjoy it. And I would love to interact with you, so drop a comment in. Let me know what other things you're looking for. If there's other products you're looking to hear reviews on, if I can get my hands on, I'd love to do a review for you. But I'm looking forward to see what 26C brings, because they're going in the right direction. Hey guys, until next time, cheers from the whiskey tank.